back with the patrol today. We're going to show you the Foxwing setup and a few options that you can use with it to make it better suit you and your setup. Options that we use for the poles with the Foxwing. Normally, if it was windy, you'd be attaching your guy lines and pegging them out just to hold that down, put pressure on the pole. Not at the moment, so we won't worry about it, but show you a few options that we use instead. These are the Drifta peggable foot poles. These ones are great for the Foxwing because you don't actually need to run a guy line off the top of your pole to hold it down in windy conditions. They've got the peggable foot on them, so you're able just to run a peg straight through the base into the ground, which is going to hold it sturdy. This bent spigot on top, it's not going to be able to blow the top of the arm of the awning off of the pole. These ones do have a heavier duty spigot on top, so what you'll have to do is actually get a drill and drill out the plastic pole at the top of the awning to make sure they fit. But the difference in the spigot size is there. The other option we use for poles, got this from Drifta as well, but it's actually a Doble Outdoors product. It's just the light pole kit. Now these are going to be the same as the peggable feet poles. They've got quite a large spigot on them, so you're going to have to drill out that pole for these to fit also. It's just a pole with the inbuilt light setup, high, medium and low. And these are great. You can just throw the little solar panel on the top of there and keep it charged up. You can also charge any phone or anything off the USB, off the internal battery in these, so these are great to swap out one or two of the poles with. Take you through what we've just swapped out there. Just these peggable feet poles from Drifta and the Doble light pole. The tops of these arms are really easy to drill out just because they're plastic. So originally we had a 2.5 by 3 meter G-Camp square awning off the passenger side here. We upgraded to this one, just basically liking the wraparound. This way it covers the rear of the car where our fridge and stuff come out of without having to set up an additional awning. The other thing it does cover is our emu wing here, just there to get access into the car. The quality of the canvas on the Foxwing is a huge step up from the awning we were using. As soon as you open it up, you can just tell the difference in the quality, all the seams, the actual grade of the canvas itself. It's just a lot higher quality. Also being able to just set it up with one person, as long as it's not windy. In windy conditions you're going to need 2 people, and just do it section at a time. Put one pole in, tie it out, peg it in solid, then keep moving all the way around. But that's sort of more, you know, if you're on the beach with a big wind, that's what you're going to need to do. But just a light breeze, that sort of thing, it's fine just with one person. So the quality of this one, plus the Foxwing shape itself, being able to cover the rear of the car, so when we open that up we can leave our fridge, drawers out, all that, and it's still got plenty of coverage. There is an option to attach walls and stuff all the way around, so we'll go ahead and show you those. You can use one at a time, like say you just want to block the sun coming in from one angle or a breeze. You can block that out, but you are also able just to set them the whole way up around and really sort of enclose this area in. You can also buy a it's like a mesh sort of floor for this, and it's cut to the size. So this is the Foxwing mesh floor saver, so we'll put that up and show you what it looks like. Righto, we just put the mesh floor saver on, nothing much to it. You can line it up, obviously a bit better than we have, but it will just give you a basic idea. This mesh is pretty good, sort of like sea gear matting. Won't allow sand and stuff to come up through it, but stuff will fall down like water, and that will go straight through it. You can peg it down better than we have. This just sort of show you what it's like to use it. It is really good to use if you're going to be setting up for like a few days in one spot, but normally just for overnight we won't sort of set this up. And then we'll show you the zippers around the awning. There where you can actually attach the additional walls to. We've got 3 of the tapered walls, which are the ones you'll sort of use down. They sort of give you the better coverage. And then we've got 1 awning extension, which is just basically a straight square. And what you use that for is you're just extending your awning straight out. You put 2 poles, tie them down. 4 sides, we'd probably set up the 3 tapered walls and then 1 awning. That's your sort of entry and exit into the area that you create with the awning. Straight under the Velcro here, there's just zippers on all 4 sides. They're what you use to attach the walls, so we'll go ahead and throw those on and show you that. Right, so you can just use 1 of the walls up. It makes a really good windbreak or just sunshade. Yeah, we'll throw these other walls and the extension awning up and show you through that. Alright, so we've got all the walls on here. We'll just show you around. Excuse the really rough pegging out. It looks like it's going to rain, so we sort of try to speed this one up. But I'll take you around and in there and just show you how we use it. You can obviously alternate the walls and the awning extension in any way you want to suit the weather or your camp. So it doesn't have to be in this layout, but this is just how we set it up for now to show you. So I'll take you through. Okay, so inside you can see that down on the ground you do gain a fair bit of space out past your normal sort of living area. So it does give you a good chance to throw a bit of gear out there. That means as well you can keep more gear under cover in case of rain. On the outside we'll show you those ropes hanging, the guy lines. You can actually pin them out, and that helps if you are getting like any heavy rain or big wind to not only make it more sturdy but help shed the water off. So with these guy lines here, they do just give you more options of pegging it out sturdier, which will help with any wind and water that you are getting on there. With the awning extension, overnight or in rain, you're probably going to want to lower those poles down just to pitch it off. That way no water will pool up in there. It's a pretty extensive setup for an awning obviously, but if you're going to be set somewhere for a few days, you can really make a good area in there, set your cooker and everything up inside. It's a good way of enclosing it off, giving yourself more privacy. On the other side is where our rooftop tent normally folds down, and we can drop our annex room there as well. So it does become like a fairly well enclosed area, and a complete campsite really, just like as if you were using a camper trailer or something like that. Basically, when we went to order this, we contacted Oztent directly. We were planning on ordering a few things at the same time, like the awning with all the walls, the floor, as well as like another tent and stuff like that. And they were, yeah, honestly one of the best companies we've ever dealt with camping gear. They went out of their way to help us. They actually ended up giving us sort of a better price for ordering more than one thing at a time. And yeah, definitely like get onto them if you are interested in any of their stuff, and they'll do what they can to help you. We'll put a link to their website and stuff like that. We're obviously not sponsored or anything by them. We just really appreciate good quality customer service and really good products like theirs. So definitely go check them out. And we'll just take you through this and then we'll pack it up, and thanks for watching and see you in the next video.